Alright, welcome to Good Choices. So, in the last video, we went over the Yum package manager. And a package manager is not a service manager. We went over those before. Before that, we went over the RPM package manager. So now we're going to go over the DNF package manager. So DNF is a package management tool used on Fedora and is a fork of Yum. As such, many of the commands and parameters are similar. This section will give you just a quick overview of DNF. Searching for packages. DNF search pattern, where pattern is what you are searching for. For example, DNF search unzip will show all packages that contain the word unzip in the name or description. Getting information about a package, DNF info package name. Installing packages, DNF install package name, or package name is the name of the package you wish to install. You can find the name by performing a search. Removing packages, DNF remove package name. Upgrading packages, DNF upgrade package name to update only one package. Omit the package name to upgrade all the packages in the system. Finding out which package provides a specific file, so DNF provides file name. Getting a list of all the packages installed in the system, DNF list -- installed. Listing the contents of a package, DNF repo query -l package name. Note, DNF has a built-in help system which shows more information such as extra parameters for each command. To use it, type DNF help followed by the command, like DNF help install. Let's try that at my home lab. Now we tried to use Yum in the last video, but Yum turned out to not be the package manager that was suggested for use on this virtual machine, because this is a more recent version of the open source version of Red Hat, which is called CentOS. They actually recommend using DNF instead. So let's try that DNF command to get help on the install command. So it'll be DNF space help space install. Username is CentOS. Password is CentOS. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so here we go. It's just like a regular yep, so install a package or packages on your system. And then here's the general DNF help that you'll probably get if you go DNF -- help. I cannot find the dash. There it is. Okay, help. There we go. So that's the same thing you just get from that. But in doing it the other way, so here we've got main commands. So here we get it specific to the command, all the options you can enter in there. Alright, next section, managing software repositories. Just as with Yum and Zypper, DNF works with software repositories or repos. Each distribution has a list of default repositories, and administrators can add or remove repos as needed. To get a list of all available repositories, use DNF repo list. To list only enabled repositories, add the -- enabled option. And to list only disabled repositories, add the -- disabled option. Alright, so let's take a look at the DNF repo list to get a list of all available repositories on this virtual machine here. Alright, so we've got 3 available repositories. We've got AppStream, BaseOS, and Extras. They have quite a bit more. Actually, they only have 1 more. But that's quite a bit. To add a repository, use DNF config -manager -- add repo URL, where URL is the full URL to the repository. To enable a repository, use dnf config-manager -set enabled repo ID. So kind of like we saw before. This menu looks really similar to what we saw with Yum. Likewise, to disable a repository, use dnf config-manager -set -disabled repo_id. In both cases, repo_id is the unique ID for the repository, which you can get using dnf repo list. Added repositories are enabled by default. Repositories stored in .repo files in the directory /etc/yum.repos.d. So this is a very similar looking directory. Three different things separated with dots, ending in D. We see that directory a lot. I just want to actually take a look at this etc and just see how many directories in that etc have that syntax. Okay, so let's do a grep for pipe grep.d. Oh shoot, pipe grep \d for the escape. Oh, that didn't work. Is the escape character not \? Oh, no, the escape character isn't \. It's you need 2 backslashes to do an escape. All right, so here we've got all the ones ending in .d. So here we can see one with that, and they're not all the same structure that we're used to seeing. This conf.d we've seen before with when we looked at the shared libraries. So here's the linker directive .so.conf.d. I remember literally nothing about that. Oh man. I remember some things, but yeah, I probably gonna need to go and review. What I'll do is when I get through all this, I'll schedule the exam, and then I'll make videos going back over the questions, because I do not remember that much about this. Mod probe, I kind of remember something about that. What else we got here? Oh, I remember all these. These are the run levels. I remember that. And then here's our Yum repos. I don't see the DNF files repos though. I mean, it would be under D. It'd be C. Here's a D. Nothing. There's dracut.conf.d. That looks like a familiar syntax. I don't know. Alright. So repositories are stored in .repo files in the... Oh, okay, that's interesting. So it uses the same files for Yum. DNF is a let's see here. Yeah, it's a fork of Yum. So that means that at one point DNF and Yum had identical source code, but then they diverged. So the repositories are stored in .repo files in the directory /etc/yum.repos.d with exactly the same syntax used for Yum, which makes sense since they are forked from one another. Since DNF is forked from Yum. All right, next package management tool we're going to learn about is named Zypper. Zypper is the package management tool used on SUSE Linux and OpenSUSE. Feature-wise, it is similar to apt and Yum, and apparently it would be different from DNS in some way, feature-wise. Not sure how though, but I noticed that it's not mentioned. Being able to install, update, and remove packages from a system with automated dependency resolution. Let's see if I have it on my home lab. Nope, not found. And that makes sense because I'm not using SCSI Linux or OpenSCSI. Oh, and one thing to note as well, I actually didn't, well, technically what it is on my home lab because GNS reaches out to my home lab. But let's see what happens when I look for it on Linux. Oh, sorry, on Ubuntu. I have a feeling Ubuntu will suggest. Okay, well that's good. Now this is interesting because if I do yum, somehow yum is, it's recommended that I can install it, but when I do zipper, which is also a package manager, it has no idea what the heck I'm talking about. What happens if I do apt on here? Nothing. Yep, yum and DNF is what it knows about. And then on my Ubuntu home lab, so that's CentOS, that's like Red Hat. But on my Ubuntu, we've got zipper, we've got DNF. Okay, so it knows about DNF as well. Apt is the one that it actually has, though. But that's interesting that it knows about DNF. It's just not installed. It knows about yum. It's just not installed, but it doesn't know anything about zipper. All right, so updating the package index. Like other package management tools, Zipper works with repositories containing packages and metadata. This metadata needs to be refreshed from time to time so that the utility will know about the latest packages available. To do a refresh, simply type zipper refresh. Can't do that on any of my systems because I don't have any SCSI Linux machines set up. So let's set up a SCSI Linux machine. That's why this home lab is amazing. Okay, so SCSI Linux, OpenSUSE, here we go. Install on the main server. We're missing a file, we gotta get that. And if you're using Linux on your or GNS3 on your system and it doesn't look like mine, that's because mine has magical superpowers. I'm running it on a remote server and I'm running it on Linux, so it's the server version of GNS3. That you probably have the client version. So if you have the GNS3 VM set up, it might look like this. But anyway, we need version 42.3. So let's see if they have that. So this is version 15.3. Here we go. This is what we need, version 42.3. Download. Now this is downloading an FDI. Is that what we need? No, we need a VMDK. So let's see if they have that. Yep, here's the VMDK. So we can stop this, cancel, and then let's get the VMDK for 42.3. All right, we got it. Okay, so we don't need to open it. Now it is named, okay, it's compressed. So after we decompress it, maybe it'll be named correctly. But while that's going, let's try to get through some more of the reading. Zipper has an auto refresh feature that can be enabled on a per repository basis, meaning that some repos may be refreshed automatically before a query or package installation, and others may need to be refreshed manually. You will learn how to control this feature shortly, and that's good because for apt, for yum, for DNF, for the other one that I forget about. Uh, so there's DN. Oh, Zipper is probably the other one I'm thinking of. Zipper is one I can't use, but for yeah, so zippers is the other one I was thinking of. But for yum, for DNF, and for apt, you always have to do a manual update on your repositories to refresh them, which is annoying. It's the sudo apt-get update. It's annoying to have to do that. So it's nice that it could be done automatically with Zipper. Still got 30 minutes left though before we can put that to use. Next section, searching for packages. To search for a package, use the search or SE operator, followed by the package name. So here we go, Zipper SE, short for search. GNU Merrick. So we'll get that in about 40 minutes. Then we got a table here with S, name, summary, and type. The search operator can also be used to obtain a list of all the installed packages in the system. To do so, use the -i parameter without a package name, as in zipper se-i. To see if a specific package is installed, add the package name to the command above. For example, the following command will search among the installed packages for any containing Firefox in the name. So of the installed packages, we're going to take a look at ones named Firefox. We found 3 of them. And this S is interesting. I'm not sure what that stands for. But we can see it has a value of I for all 3. So that probably means installed, I want to say. Because yeah, so we're doing like -i, and then we see I here, so we're only doing, so it must mean installed. So these aren't installed. These are installed, and we're filtering out anything that isn't installed. We just want to see the ones that are installed. To search only among non-installed packages, add the -u parameter to the SE operator. And it's interesting we don't have a U here, but we'll be able to test it out once this is finished downloading, which will be a while. Alright, next section, installing, upgrading, and removing packages. To install a software package, use the install or IN operator, followed by the package name, like so. Zipper IN, unrar. There we go, we're installing it. Now, one thing that, so here we go. So this is the advantage we get with Zipper. We don't have to do this step manually through like a sudo apt-get update. It's just the first step that happens, and it happens automatically, which is great. All right, so you got to make sure to select to continue, which can be annoying sometimes. You go to install it, walk away, come back, and you forgot to enter the W. So don't forget to, or sorry, the Y. So don't forget to do that so that it doesn't get hung up. And then it takes a while for it to download. In this case, it's only 141 kilobytes, but you can see if it's a larger file, 1.5 gigabytes, it could take, you know, a half an hour or so, depending on your internet connection. Zipper can also be used to install an RPM package on a disk while trying to satisfy its dependencies using packages from the repositories. To do so, just provide the full path to the package instead of a package name, like zipper in /home/john/newpackage.rpm. To update packages installed on the system, use zipper update. As in the installation process, that will show a list of packages to be installed/upgraded before asking if you want to proceed. If you wish to only list the available updates without installing anything, you can use zipper list-updates. To remove a package, use the remove or RM operator followed by the package name. All right, here we go. Zipper RM unrar. Gotta click yes again, or enter that in. Keep in mind that removing a package also removes any other packages that depend on it. For example, this depends on it. So, yep. All right, next section, finding which packages contain a specific file. To see which packages contain a specific file, use the search operator followed by the -- provides parameter and the name of the file or full path to it. For example, if you want to know which packages contain the file lib-gimp module -2.0.so.0 in /user/lib64, you would use zipper se-provides /user/lib64/lib-gimp module -2.0.so.0. Getting package information. To see the metadata associated with a package, use the info operator followed by the package name. This will provide you with the origin repository, package name, version, architecture, vendor, installed size, if it is installed or not, the status if it is up to date, the source package, and a description. So this is the zipper info, and it automatically does that, the equivalent of apt upgrade, which is nice. Next section, managing software repositories. Zipper can also be used to manage software repositories. To see a list of all the repositories currently registered in your system, use Zipper repos. So here we go. We can see everything. I'll definitely be doing that once I can in my lab. See in the enabled column that some repositories are enabled while others are not. So let's see that. So name enabled. So here's the enabled column. You can see most of them are disabled, but we do have 4 here enabled. Repo non-OSS, repo OSS, repo update, and repo update non-OSS. Things like debugging. This is disabled. Interesting. Okay, so see in the enabled column that some repositories are enabled while others are not. We saw that. You can change this with the modify repo operator followed by the -e enable or -d disable parameter and the repository alias, the second column in the output above. That's kind of interesting because you can... Oh, these are repositories. Okay. Interesting. So here it is to enable to disable a repository, the -d successfully disabled, and to enable it, it's modify repo, but with a -e successfully enabled. So previously we mentioned that Zipper has an auto refresh capability that can be enabled on a per repository basis. When enabled, this flag will make Zipper run a refresh operation, the same as running Zipper refresh before working with the specified repo. This can be controlled with the -f, lowercase f, or /uppercase f parameters of the modify repo operator. All right, so with these parameters, we're yep, we previously mentioned that Zipper has an auto refresh capability that can be enabled on a per repository basis. When enabled, this flag will make Zipper run refresh operations, same as running Zipper refresh before working with the specified repo. This can be controlled with the -lowercase f or /uppercase f parameters of the modify repo operator. So here we've got an upper case, which disables it. So auto refresh is disabled for this repo. If you want the latest update, on the repo, you need to run zipper refresh beforehand, kind of like how you would run apt update. But if you do want that to run automatically, which would probably be most of the time, it's the lowercase f, which is kind of counterintuitive for me, but you can see here in the example, the lowercase f enables auto refresh for the repository. All right, next section, adding and removing repositories. To add a new software repository for Zypper, use the add repo operator followed by the repository URL and repository name like below. So add repo, there we go. We've got the URL for this repository, and then the name is Pacman. When adding a repository, you can enable auto updates with the -f parameter, lowercase to enable, uppercase to disable. Added repositories are enabled by default, but you can add and disable a repository at the same time by using the -d parameter. To remove a repository, use the remove repo operator followed by the repository name alias. To remove the repository added in the example above, the command line would be zipper remove repo pacman. Hooray! Okay, we're on to the guided exercises. So this is almost completely finished out, and I remember I read everything so carefully that I'll just know the answers to these right away and finish this out quick, right? All right, so using RPM on a Red Hat Enterprise Linux system, how would you install the package file-roller-3.28.1? This file here. How would you install it showing a progress bar during the installation? I don't know. And I don't even think I'm afraid to say that. But it's a Red Hat system, so CentOS is the open source version of that. So it should have RPM on here. I do. Let's see if there's a option on here to get a so this is for installing. So let's do RPM install -- help. There we go. RPM install -- help. Oh, okay. So this actually isn't valid. We can see the usage here is RPM space and then one of these options below. So we do have an option to install. That's -- install that I saw somewhere here. Oh, there it is. So hopefully there's a progress bar. I'm not seeing it. Interesting. I do not see. Maybe the state, would that be it? P for progress. Can I get a grep and type in progress? What about install, just to make sure that the grep is working? The grep is working, so maybe there's oh, you know what? Maybe it's dash hash. Okay, so we can't is that right? I'm going to go with dash dash hash. Let's see if that's the correct answer. Haha, I got it. So, use the dash I parameter to install a package, and the dash H option to enable hash marks showing installation progress. So the answer is here, IH. You don't have to do it exactly like that. You could also do it like this. Let's do it in the other way. So we can do dash dash install, and then the name of the library. Let's see if we can install this. Probably not because of that mirror error we had before, but it should be a valid command. And then dash dash hash. So you can do it like that as well. I mistyped hash. All right, I'm not sure. That failed. Let's see if we could do it this way. All right, I guess that's fair. We don't have this package, so we can't install it. We need to get the package. RPM, I can't remember if RPM utilizes the internet at all. So RPM is by Red Hat. Oh, you know what? There's RPM, there's Yum, there's DNF, there's Zipper, and there's apt. Wait, is apt RPM? I can't remember if what the difference is between apt and RPM. Oh. Wait, did it even mention apt? Wait, where was apt mentioned? So apt is a utility on Debian-based systems. It's only mentioned twice here. Oh, you know what? Because we're not talking. Okay, got it. So we're not talking about apt because apt is for Debian package management. We're talking about package management for Red Hat, but also its descendants like Fedora, CentOS, and Oracle Linux, and OpenSUSE, and then even IBM's AIX. So that's why we don't see apt in here that much. We do see it mentioned twice, but there's no section specifically about apt because apt is not used in the kinds of systems that this current section of the learning materials is talking about. All right, next question. Using RPM, which is a package manager for these kinds of systems, find out which package contains... Oh, man, this will definitely be on the test, and I do not know how to do this. So let's see here. So RPM dash help. Clear this out first. And we're going to find out which one. Okay, here we go. So triggers by which so let's do dependency. So pipe grep depend. So a dependency recommends this. That wasn't very good. I think it's going to be something like this, like what requires. Yeah. So, oh, what requires? What about like what contains? So verify the packages which provide a dependency. So find out which package contains the file. I mean, that's a dependency. Is that a file? Is there anything about files in here? Sorry, I need to change my posture a bit. I'm gonna go with I think what contains requires set permissions. Alright, so which package contains this file? So you're querying information about a file, so use the QF parameter. I had to give up and look that up. So QF, do I even see that in here? I don't see a Q anywhere. And I don't see an F. So that's why I couldn't come up with the answer. It's just not in here. Is there anything about query? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something about. Oh, here we go. Here's dash Q. And what about file? So here's that. There we go. The dash file. So let's do the RPM dash QF /et /hc /red hat dash release. There we go. We actually were able to do that command successfully. Hooray. All right, question number 3. How would you use yum to check for updates for all packages on the system? So I believe the answer to that is, let's take a look at yum here. So how would you use yum? Check update. So it would be yum check update. All right, and on my system it's not working. That's okay. Still got to type it in and look at the help. So use the check update operation without a package name. Perfect. Number 4, using zipper, which we should be able to use in about 2 minutes. Well, longer than that because I got to upload it to my lab. How would you disable a repository called repo-extras? And I think it would be -D or zipper disable modify repo-D. Okay, yeah. Use the modify repo operation to change the parameters of a repo and the -D parameter to disable it. And I think it's a uppercase, or it's -E to enable. Okay, got it. Next question, if you have a .repo file describing a new repository, where this file should be put so that it is recognized by DNF. So DNF is a fork of yum, so it should go in that same yum folder. So if we go to, and these folders are in Etsy, and we go ls pipe grep yum, we can see it goes in the, so we'll change the directory to that, to .repos.d, and this is where you add a new repository or modify an existing one. .repo files for DNF should be put in the same place used by yum inside /etsy/yum.repos.d. Perfect. Okay, so the file's done. Let's go see if we can get these zipper examples to work. Do those examples quick, and then move on to the explorational exercises. So we can go to downloads. Now we gotta unzip this. I hate how these are now symbols and there's no words associated with them, Because I like these are new symbols too, so like I'm not used to what these symbols are. Okay, I've got to get 7 unzip. I don't have that. So 7 zip. Okay. All right, I've got 7 zip. So let's refresh this. There we go. Now I can open this with 7 zip. Install. Close. And now hopefully I can right? Oh, I don't think that's how that works. Did 7-zip not actually install? Am I okay? It did. It did. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now, yep, we're at downloads. So now we can go to that file, which is named 423. It starts with. So we got to do 423, 423, 423. Here it is. So now we can extract it. Okay. And there is not enough space on a disk, which seems bad. It seems really bad. I mean, it's a big file. It's 5.5, so it could be the case. Let's take a look at my disk. They make it so hard to do anything. Here we go. I just want to do like free-h. See, on my home lab, if I want to figure this out, I can just do free-h, and I can see how much. Like it's so much easier. But like, how do I figure out how much is left on my disk? I have to go like digging around for it. And it's like buggy too. It like doesn't work. Like I'm clicking on this and it's not opening it. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not working.